executed.
You got to look at George Hill, who has missed some time because of a variety of injuries.
He has Joe Johnson guarding him, who has no business down there. Make him pay the price for it. That's an instant bounce in the house. And his strength, the power between two Jazz defenders to get the Thunder's first 2 points of the ball game.
Jeff Withey, the fifth-year pro out of the University of Kansas. It's only his 36th game and his first start since the last game of the regular season. Gordon Hayward has been bothered all season long by Andre Roberson and his defense, but Hayward with the steal. And that's something that has changed in Hayward's game. His defense is much better.
Well, I'm liking the fact, even though the Thunder committed a turnover, they're trying to push the pace of the Thunder. They did it on Steven Adams. The passes out of the double team were perfect as Gordon Hayward to get called for the
break, gives it back to his big man, but a little bit low for Adams. Utah with a chance in transition, but got numbers back. Hayward was looking at a lot of white uniforms in front of him with it. Donovan really liked what his presence allows, well, for instance, Steven Adams to do.
And that's these interchangeable parts right now for the Thunder are starting to serve them very well.
Trey Lyles puts it on the deck from the corner.
Utah did their job. They chased him off the line. He just showed you what else he can do with the basketball. A little crafty move to get all the way to the rim by Alex Abrinas.
Roberson forcing Hayward into a miss, and then Domas Sabonis 14-4, Oklahoma City's advantage.
Well, you couldn't have scripted this any better for the Thunder to take advantage of that. Not having that low post presence. Rudy Gobert. A big one as this game wears on because the Jazz offense is struggling right now. They're only shooting at about 44.
Billy Donovan, as he continues to work guys in post-deadline trade with Chicago and then the signing of Norris Cole.
That's an awful tight whistle in this game right now.
Hayward shooting 2 out of 5. Tanner picks him up. Roberson trying to get back to him. Hayward steps back behind the three-point line. That one is off the back.
Like that, partner.
Oladipo then up tight on Ingles. Hayward able to gather and trigger. Gibson trying to track down that.
So ball was clearly going out of bounds after it deflected, couldn't bring it in.
Hayward shooting 2 of 7 this afternoon. Finding Trey Lyles. His last 4 appearances shot the 1 of 13. He's shooting below 40% or 30% since the beginning of the month of February, and the pass back out.
And those kind of extra possessions are big for the Thunder this afternoon. The Jazz just don't give you a whole lot.
Withey is back making the start today for Rudy Gobert. Late scratch with a leg in.
Just put his head down and just went right to the basket, backing down, making contact was Todd Gibson. Just a tough finish. Very physical play as well with the basketball.
Roberson defending Hayward. Now Westbrook picks him up. Roberson switches to Hill. Fights over with his screen. And again, coming the other direction. Hill is able to extend. Blocker in the history of the University of Kansas program. Withey kicks it outside. Lyles for 3 again. Suggests that he got fouled, but the whistle did not blow.
That's a great job there by Victor Oladipo out front there on the defense.
Steal here over the top. Roberson on the run out is fouled by
any young people. That's a high-level pass. But at this level, it's a pass you have to use because the defense is so good.
Hayward is scoring 18 in the paint.
Oh, and that move right there, very few guys can do that in the league under pressure as he was able to.
Hayward slashing the
second chance points. But one point of emphasis moving forward, when the Jazz go small, the Thunder has to be really, really wary of Dante Exum. They've got to defend pick and roll as well and not let him get downhill for those finishes at the bucket.
Than half their points. Off of Westbrook's miss, Roberson picks up Gordon Hayward. Shots are in black and white.
I'm going to take you back a little bit also. I watched black and white TV for a small time when I was a little boy. And let me tell you something, those are legends of the game. I got a chance to see Oscar Roberson last summer. He still looks great. And did I ever say that we could be talking about him in the same breath with Russell Westbrook. That's all. I'm going to leave it at that. That's a man's move in traffic to put an exclamation on it with the two-handed slam by Todd Gibson.
Gibson gets back to cover Lyles and run him off the three-point line. Lyles lost the handle on the basketball. Gibson
being the floor general that time. A little down screen action for Russ, and then a flare. He got an open look from 18 feet.
3 assists for Victor for the second consecutive game. Exum, that straight line drive to the basket clock now down to 5. Westbrook at the top of the key. That one glances off the rim. Look at Roberson, gets it back, and he's fouled. Thunder a chance to seal this decision.
That's a heartbreaker for the Jazz defense as they got the missed shot that they wanted with an 8-point deficit they were facing, and somehow Mr. Defense.
Jazz, one of the best road teams in the NBA, now at 19 and 13. Jeremy Grant trying to punctuate this one, and Oladipo would just dribble it out.